Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a back to school video where I just talk about what supplies I think are like essentials for no matter what grade you're in. I think these are supplies that every person, whether they're in middle school, high school, or college, I think everybody needs these supplies. So I don't have that much things to show y'all because you really just need like the necessities for school, I think. But you know, of course, you want to listen to your school's recommendations or what they say you need to have at school, because I know like in middle school especially we would have like back to school lists for each teacher, and also sometimes in like high school we would have lists also that we had to have certain supplies for a class. So make sure you listen to those teachers when they tell you exactly what to bring. But these are just things that I would suggest that you automatically on hand on the first day of school with you. So I just have everything in my book bag. This is an old book bag. I don't really use this one anymore because it's just really old and it has holes in it and stuff, but for the sake of this video I just have this book bag. So the first thing I would suggest is, for a necessity, is just a binder of some sort. This one is just a really plain binder. It is the 1.5-inch binder. I'm actually going to be using this one for school. A pack of paper, and I got this for only $1 at Dollar General. I think even some stores they have it like maybe 10 cents a pack or like 50 cents a pack, so you can definitely get a lot of paper for that price. But these are just the college rule line, so I really like college rule. I prefer to write on that. Next thing I think you should have for your binder, of course, dividers of some sort. I don't actually use these dividers because they wear and tear really easily, but these are great dividers. They're really reasonably priced and they're really good. I used to use these in middle school, but when I got in like high school and now that I'm in college, I prefer using the plastic dividers with the pockets because they last for years, and then you know you can hold like papers in it, so it's kind of like having a folder and a binder in one, so it helps with like storage and all that kind of stuff. Next thing I suggest is just a planner of some sort or an agenda. I really like this one. I got this also from Dollar General. If you saw my back to school haul, you saw where I talked a little about this already, but it just has it where you can write your homework in these spaces or just to-do list or reminders of any sort. And it also has just a big calendar where you can just write down things for the entire month of, well, this says February, but for the entire month for whatever school month you're in. Also, this might not seem like essential to some of y'all, but I think it's a must to have some type of like coloring tool with you, whether it's markers or crayons or color pencils, which I have right here, because I know especially in high school my teachers would always ask us to I know my teachers would always say for like an activity or something, they would want us to color, like say in science class, like a diagram, and our teachers want us to like color code it or something, and they wouldn't really have any like things to use, or it was like all old and it just wasn't enough for the entire class. So I started bringing my own color pencils, and then everybody would ask me for color pencils in the class because I was like the only student in the class that had really, you know, nice colored pencils, because like the teachers were all like old and like this small and stuff. So yeah, I definitely suggest some type of like coloring utensils. And then it's also good just for when projects come up during the school year, you have something to do your projects with. another thing is just a pencil pouch of some sort. This is one that I have from some years ago. I tend to save all of my school supplies a lot of the time because this is like practically new, but I don't use this anymore. I actually have never used it. That's what it is. That's why it looks so nice. I've never used this, and I've had it for about 2 years now. But inside, I just have a couple of things. I have just a regular pencil. Some people prefer these over mechanical pencils. I personally like mechanical pencils. I hate these pencils with a passion. I just don't like how it feels in my hand. But I also put an eraser on it because, you know, it's normal to run out of an eraser on a pencil, and it's still a good pencil. So I suggest some type of eraser just in case you finish using your other eraser. It's just a mechanical pencil of some sort. I just have this one. And then also you need just some sort of pins. These are just blue pen from Papermate, and I personally like black pens. I sometimes use blue pens and like sometimes just to change my notes up some. If I'm like taking a lot of notes that day, like in college, sometimes you'll take only notes in class the entire class period or class time, and I'll sometimes, you know, just change it up because sometimes too much of one color bothers my eyes. I don't know, it sounds weird, but I can study better when it's a lot of color on my papers. And then of course some type of highlighter of some sort. I just have this one is this Sharpie highlighter, and it's like the liquid kind, which is pretty cool. It's a super good highlighter. This is probably one of the best highlighters I've ever used. And then also I just have another pack to show y'all. It's the big bright liner highlighters. These are really good. I used these last year and I love them, so I had to pick up some more. And yeah, this is everything that I have to show y'all for today for what I think you need for your back to school supplies. These are just pretty much the basics I think that, you know, everybody needs. But like I said, make sure you find out what your school wants you to bring for school and what your teachers want for their particular class. Thank you for watching, guys, and remember to subscribe for more back to school videos and other videos as well. Just for the month of August, I'm going to be doing a majority of back to school videos, but I will be posting other videos as well throughout the month too. So thank you for watching, guys, and be sure to check out my back to school giveaway that I am currently doing. And remember to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Bye.